Good afternoon, all. Hello, good
Hello,
afternoon.
Sabari.
Thank you for joining in today for this exciting session about website design trends in 2021 and beyond. I am Sabari. I'm Chief Strategy Officer with DHN, Daily Host News. We are a part of Zeta Technologies, a cloud distributor and a traditional host in that sense. And I'm absolutely delighted to have Mr. Philip Borkhoff, CEO from Site.pro, to talk about the design trends, what's happening right now. Welcome, Philip, for this session today.
Thank you.
Let me start off with the most happening topic for today, which is the pandemic, which is what everybody is talking about right now. And as you may very well appreciate, a lot of people have moved from traditional brick and mortar way of working in terms of physical offices to more online. And quite a lot of organizations have become online or have come online as a result of this pandemic coming to the fore. How do you think that the pandemic has impacted the web design industry as a whole? I want to get your thoughts on, what do you see?
When I was in India 4 years ago, I was shocked that people are caring about ROI. I first time start understanding what is ROI. And during pandemic, all world start caring about ROI. So everybody start calculating how much they spend and how much they get. And website builders are best here because people get results much faster and cheaper. So what we see that a lot of designers lose jobs because they were not professional or they just do things that robots can do. But other designers rise their salaries very, very fast. So there are two types: people who losing jobs and people who getting a lot of inquiries. So it's very interesting trend. Also, what I understand that designers start doing websites much faster. For complicated solutions, there are one type of designers, and for easy solutions, other type of designers. And as many companies bankrupt, for example, big companies, not like Microsoft, but a lot of huge companies closing their branches, and a lot of good employees are coming to the market. Maybe it's not related, I don't know, to website builders or to hosting industry, but a lot of good programmers, excellent UX designers, a lot of different stuff, good growth hackers. They just quitting their companies because companies closing their branches. So mostly trends, people are switching to website builders. Easy websites also switching to website builders, so people can get results much faster. And what is important, all people calculating how much they spend and how much they get. And one more thing, earlier people care about how website looks. Now people care how conversion is good, how good is conversion, and about things like that. How many inquiries I get per day, how to get new traffic, how to optimize for SEO. They don't anymore care about, I would like to be the same as sunset, but green. Designers will understand me.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting point because traditionally people thought, okay, I need to get online, right? That was the primary request earlier, but it's no longer, they want to get online, they want to analyze the traffic, they want to look at data trends, how many leads I'm generating, how many conversions I'm doing, et cetera, et cetera. So absolutely, very well said, Philip. I think that's very relevant. And if you look at websites, there are typically two kinds of websites. One, a website where you have a lot of coding done by, as you said, programmers who do that work, and then some designers doing the work as well. And then we have this another set of websites which are typically built with DIY tools like website builders as well, without any complex coding or anything like that, right? Which one do you think is suitable for whom, and how can a common man decide, which one to go
for? So first of all, there are old-fashioned business owners. So old-fashioned business owners, they just think, I come to the design studio, order project, wait for 3 months, get results, and I'm happy. But now there are a lot of type of new entrepreneurs who understand that they need a website just in a day, in a week, or we can make it themselves. And this trend is now very, very active. And between coding and website builders, there are also one very important choice. There are complexity of the website. How it's complicated. For example, for easy, like as designer call it, like business cards. So you can easily make with website builder. For websites like a little bit difficult, like easy e-commerce, maybe like up to 100 orders per day, or like a beautiful website with motions, with parallax. So usually people now switch. Half, I think, website builders, half of them are coding. If a website is very complicated, of course it's coding. And if it's professional website, like with a lot of inquiries, with a lot of calculators, of course it needs coding. And just in the long term, ever complicated solutions will come to website builders or to something competitive solutions. But right now, just website builders going this from easy to more complicated things. So when your website is very complicated, you need somebody. But what is important is that web design studios start doing a lot of things with website builders. We get inquiries from companies like, we did like 1,000 website a month with website builders. Can you imagine 1,000 website a month with website builders? They just contacted that. Can you make a better integration, something like that? And what we also see that, for example, for us, domains was like a secondary business. But now we just have a huge growth of domains, inquiries, and purchases, because people start caring, and they're really much more interested in making websites with website builder. So maybe about domains, we increase maybe sales of about 10 times, just in about 3-6 months.
Yeah, well, that's an incredible statistic, because as you quite rightly said earlier, customers want results fast, right? So they don't have the time to spend several months to go and design complex websites right now. So they typically look for easy, the ones which give you better customer experience, which are all being tried and tested already, those kind of tools like ready-made website builder tools. And yeah, those definitely are ready to go. You can just flip it up and running pretty quickly as well. And you have templatized approach for that as well, right? So you have different templates for different industry sectors, and then you can templatize them as well, right? So
of course, yeah. and how the difference is, just look 5 years ago. 5 years ago, if you see top domain registrars, there are no site builders. Now it's one. Maybe next 5 years will be 5 website builders in top 5 domain registrars. So just how situation changes.
Absolutely, right. And as you know, let's be very practical here. There are a lot of free website builders which are available in the market for customers to look at, right? And what sets your company, right, Site.pro, your website builder, how different it is from something which is freely available in the market, and what do you think are the USP for your kind of product offering compared to something which is available for free?
Yeah, we have like 2 different markets. It's like B2B and also B2C market. So from B2B point of view, what is important and hidden, people do not see it, but we really care about every customer and about his request. For example, I would like to have RTL. Can you imagine 50 builders in the market, only 2 builders have RTL, like right to left, Hebrew, and some other languages. Also, we have awesome feature, website import. By the way, website import provides better conversion than template selection. So if you take 100 people who choose template and start creating websites, and choose 100 people who import their website and finish creating, so that guys who started with import have better conversion to publish. And by the way, we're also very good in conversion, because it's like hidden. Like when people buying website builders, they do not see conversion, but it's really number 1 in hosting, because how many people they put to builder, how many publishers they get, how many people upgrades. So it's very important thing. Also, of course, we have a lot of we have a good, nice brand, so people trust us, because now during the last 2 years, appear maybe 100 new website builders. From B2C point of view, we're just very good localized. For example, if you're in Brazil, you can use our product in Portugal. Your server will be in Latin America. Website is very fast because it's very optimized. So we are very, very fast. Also for B2B sector, we are also fastest builder. and also very good localized. And also for B2C sector, we were very cheap. By the way, with import, we increase, when we started advertise import, we increase registration about 5 times during 1 month. So when we get correct niche and bloggers start like doing post about us, we increase registration 5 times during 1 month. And this was like quite, it was like ever free market because when the vloggers start writing, one blogger sees or see other bloggers. So if
they look after
big
each
influencer
other.
wrote, and like it's very, very, very good. And also we're very cheap because if you go to like market leaders, from the quantity of customers in B2C market, you will see prices like $20, $30. Like, oh my God, you pay $5 monthly and you just park your domain, have small website and get ads. Come on, $5 a month. And now we're starting in 2 months with a big killing feature and we plan to increase our traffic 100 times. So we now do preparation for servers, we do preparation for our infrastructure. So we really believe in our new solution, and we have some really strategic and tactic games, and we now plan on end of maybe at the middle of August to start increasing traffic from the middle of August till the end of the year to increase traffic 100 times. It's only will with increase with very cheap marketing without Google AdWords, and because I don't know how for others, but for us, Google AdWords, Facebook ads, they customers are extremely expensive. So in adult markets, ads are extremely expensive. In growing markets like Africa, like maybe India, I don't know, in Lithuania, somehow in some audiences, Google can still add, but in adult markets, we're very, so to get money from Google, you should be very competitive. And by the way, earlier we call it Uberization, so we now call it builderization. So a lot of people using builders from like end customers and hosting companies, so like that.
Yeah. I think, I mean, I'm absolutely excited to hear about the new killer feature, what you mentioned. I'm looking forward to the launch as well and see how it's going to shape up and change the industry as well. So thank you for those insights, Philip. Just for the benefit of the audience, if you have any questions for Philip, please feel free to type them on the chat window. Philip will be happy to take them as well whilst we continue the discussions with him. Philip, I believe, where are you right now, if I may ask? Where are you right now?
I'm in Botswana. It's nearby South Africa.
Wow. Okay. And I believe you're probably exploring the African market quite extensively right now. And I guess you're going to be there for quite some time. Yeah.
Yeah. During the last 6 months, I meet maybe 100 hosting companies in Africa, maybe 5 registries at least. We try to do a lot of common projects with registrars or registries. So we try to explore Africa. In Africa, we created new term. We call it domainity. Domainity, it's how country is developed. So we can see like GDP, or you can see population of the country, but how we can compare India to US or Africa to US. So for example, Tanzania to US. And we create a domainity curve. We will publish it maybe this next week. We calculate how many domains per 1,000 capital. So, for example, America have more than 200, Lithuania have 70, India have a little bit less. So, how dominized country? And it shows that, for example, US is about 200 more, has 200 more domains per capita than Tanzania, as example. And by the way, in Africa also, maybe you have some additional questions about Africa, but I just have so inspired about this market. First of all, in Africa, they have registries usually are in private hands. So in some registries provide domains for free. Can you imagine? Some registry with our help start providing domains for free for first year. Wow. Other registries, can you imagine? For example, in Namibia, if you would like to register a domain, look, you need physically go to Namibia, in the registry, pay money, $200 for 2 years, wait 2 days. Okay, you need to fill paper form, and in 2 days you get domain.
Oh, okay.
So
I was going to ask, my next question was to you about Africa only. So I'm glad we talked a little bit about it. But what do you think are the key differences in Africa versus the rest of the world? You have traveled quite a lot everywhere, and you can see certain similarities in the market and certain differences in the market as well, compared to the rest of the world. What do you see, and what can we learn from Africa itself?
So what I see that hosting is a little bit dead in Africa because Facebook, Instagram, Google take everything. Because hosting is very expensive, very slow because they host in US, and domains are very expensive, and people just search the cheapest solution. The cheapest solution is Instagram and Facebook. And with that, because hosting is very expensive, domains are not competitive, people coming to these cloud providers, and it's very bad for hosting industry. What is the other difference? You have our internet in our country start from cables, so everybody had cables, and later we start using phones. But in Africa, differently, cables not exist, 4G everywhere, and not everywhere, but usually 95% of internet, I think it will be 4G. So they start using internet from phones. And also what we can learn, they have mobile money. For example, they add money to mobile and they can easily switch money through, for example, I would like to move money to this guy. I just take my mobile phone, old Nokia, and money is at the side. Yeah, so it's very good. And what is very important, what we see is that government can regulate easily whole economy. If government can regulate, for example, make domain cheaper or more expensive, whole economy goes up or down. And it's very, very important. So we just see how government can easily create market or destroy market from the hosting view side. What we can see and learn from Africa.
Okay. How do you see that happening? Do you see local governments generally helping and promote the technology awareness and promote online presence? How do you see that? Is that happening there?
For example, was in Rwanda, talking with registry. For example, they have a deal: get domain for free for first year, get hosting for free, and website builder for free, and the mails for free for first year. So okay. They're really stimulating. And for example, in I don't know, Malawi, register is in private hands. To register domain name, you need to pay for 2 years about $200. So the way how easily small changes. And by the way, if you see also US, in US, the most popular is .com, not .us, because somehow earlier US registry lose their power. So now happening the same in Africa, in many countries.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, Philip, we have literally 1.5 minutes to go. So let me ask you one final question. Right, let's assume I have a website, which is a traditional website, which is coded by a developer, which has been built there, etc. And can I move that website to a website builder? And what benefits can that literally offer for me?
So it's a very important question, because a lot of people moving their old websites to website builder. What is important? If old website wasn't mobile, new website becomes mobile. And one more thing, there are no any other technology how move website from any cloud provider like Wix, Weebly, Duda, and everything else. I do not have FTP, and people they're crying because they were unable to get website from Weebly or from any other provider. So with website import, they just in one click get website from any cloud provider, any cloud website builder, and start editing it. And it's huge benefit for them. As I said, we have huge traffic and people interested in the website import. So I think it's our future, and the quantity of importing websites is really growing each week.
Yeah, I think the import feature, what you said, is probably helping you as well, right? And I think the customers are starting to see the real benefits of it. I think, Philip, we're running out of time. I want to thank you for that rapid fire, quick discussion to get some insights about the website trends in 2021 and beyond. Appreciate you taking the time to talk to us in the middle of Africa. I do hope that your expansion plans and your new product launches go well as well. And please stay safe and travel safe as well. Thank you.
Thank you, somebody.
Thank you. Great to talk to you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.